I want to ask you guys something. Do you know what culture is?
First, the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively. And second, the customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social group.
Now you guys already know about what is culture. So now, what is cultural heritage? The indicators of the ways of living that a community developed which are inherited from previous generations. It includes artworks, buildings, books, objects, songs, folklore, and oral history. Cultural heritage provides both tangible and intangible representations of the values, beliefs, traditions, and lifestyles of prior generations. Though it comes from the past, cultural heritage is preserved in the present and valued by present generations.
Here are the types of cultural heritage. 1. Tangible cultural heritage refers to traditional clothing, tools, buildings, artwork, monuments, and modes of transportation. 2. Intangible cultural heritage refers to things that are not physical items but exist intellectually.
I'm sure you guys already know about UNESCO, but do you guys know about ICCROM?
Not only UNESCO, but there is also an intergovernmental organization called ICCROM. ICCROM is International Center for the Study of the Preservation and Restoration of Cultural Property.
Here is the profile of ICCROM.
First, the headquarters is located in Rome, Italy. Second, established in 1956. Third, right now it has 136 member states. Fourth, English and French are the language they use mostly. Its mission is to provide member states with the best tools, knowledge, skills, and enabling environment to preserve their cultural heritage in all of its forms, for the benefit of all people.
First, studying and promoting cultural heritage conservation. Second, mobilizing and coordinating expertise to address critical issues of conservation. Third, providing the training and research tools for implementation to strengthen the professional community.
Do you guys know about this fact?
There are several risks and dangers threatening the cultural heritage, such as war and political, ethnic and religious conflict, looting, theft, illegal export and import, illicit trafficking of cultural property, deterioration, neglect, destruction of or alteration to heritage, pollution, and disappearance.
Bem, eu diria que foi uma perda para o Brasil, porque aqui tinha a nossa história científica, a nossa história acadêmica, o legado da época imperial. Então, foi uma perda irreparável, eu diria isso.
On September the 2nd of 2018, Brazil's National Museum was destroyed by a fire. The museum, in a public park and now tied to the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro, turned 200 years old in June. It is the oldest scientific institution in Brazil and has large natural history and anthropology collections. The destruction to the building was significant, and it is unclear whether any historical artifacts had been saved. The museum housed a collection of more than 20 million items, including Egyptian mummies, Greco-Roman artifacts, dinosaur fossils, and the oldest human fossil in the region, known as Lusia. Fire officials said that nobody was believed to have been injured in the blaze, which started about 7:30 p.m. local time when the museum was closed. Several hours later, firefighters were still working to put out the enormous fire.
De curso de Teoria Antropológica, mestrado em Arqueologia, de 2009, né, presença aqui dos alunos, e aqui a parte de um livro, né, acredito, de insetos.
O vento trouxe ele até exatamente aqui, nessa área aqui.
Fora a fuligem de outros que vinham completamente carbonizado, né, que ao pegar eles quebravam, mas dava para perceber que tinham letras, umas coisas muito delicadas, tanto que eu botei em cima de uma toalhinha. Eu tirei foto para mostrar, né, porque todo mundo ficou triste. A verdade foi essa, comovido com o que aconteceu.
Chegou no botão para entregar os documentos. Vou entregar os documentos que eu encontrei.
As pessoas estão vindo entregar vestígios, resíduos de documentos e até de animais, bichinhos também, da área da entomologia, para cá.
Eu acho que todo mundo que vier encontrar, né, que vier trazer, vai sentir um pouco, né, responsável da reconstrução do museu.
Michel Temer, the president of Brazil, said the loss of the National Museum collection is incalculable for Brazil. 200 years of work, research, and knowledge have been lost. But the museum had fallen into disrepair in recent years, as the country itself struggled with a crippled economy and political instability.
He said the museum had struggled to stay afloat financially for several years. The museum was due to get funding for a renovation from the Brazilian Development Bank, but part of the money would be made available only after a national election to replace the president in October. Roberto Babadi, the general commander of the city's fire department, said that firefighters managed to recover some items from the flames, but added that it was unclear how much may have been spared.
ICCROM joined UNESCO on an emergency mission for the National Museum of Brazil from 13 to 23 September 2018. The aim is to help the country define what will be the next steps for recovery. ICCROM, UNESCO, and other organizations are taking part in this mission.
ICCROM's project manager for collections, Jose Luis Pedersoli Jr., explained that the museum is already mapping the collections in the different floors and rooms. This is being done in order to define the degree of priority in terms of vulnerability and cultural and financial value.
Pedersoli explained that the work is complex in all its phases: material sorting, conservation, documentation, cleaning, packaging, and temporary storage. Items of the collection can only be put on display again once all these steps are completed and the museum reconstructed.
And pieces of your life you try to recognize. Oh.